Hello, children. Hope you're all doing great. Today, the topic for the day is awareness. Awareness is a concept about knowing, perceiving, and being cognizant of events. If you're aware, then this will give you knowledge. And if you have knowledge, then you know what you need to do and direction you need to go to make changes to improve and be successful. Another important aspect of awareness is the awareness of resources given by the earth. Once this awareness comes in, one will be more careful and can come up with innovative ideas to save the planet. In the context, the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs) are a collection of 17 interlinked global goals to transform our world by the United Nations. They were agreed by 193 countries in September 2015. I'm sure you all must have heard the word climate change. Climate action is one of the sustainable goals to tackle climate change. Based on this awareness, one man's simple low-cost tools are helping millions of farmers tackle climate change in India. The person is Amitabh Sadangi. Having been desperately poor most of his young life, Amitabh Sadangi knows the struggles that the world's lowest income families experience on a daily basis. He also knows from experience what they are capable of accomplishing. IDEI, International Development Enterprise India, which Amitabh Sadangi founded in 2001, makes and sells low-cost irrigation tools that helps marginalized farmers increase their crop yield, cultivate during the dry season, and lift themselves out of poverty. Till date, the organization has helped 1 million farming households spread over 17 states and increase their annual income. Born in the Galeri village in Odisha as a child, Amitabh Sadangi was so poor he couldn't afford 2 square meals in one day. Working extremely hard, he used to sell newspapers to put himself through school and college. He got a job as an assistant labor officer in the Odisha government. In 1991, Amitabh Sadangi, who has a degree in law and social development, left his secure government job to start working on the nebulous concept of inexpensive micro-irrigation system. The result was International Development Enterprises India, or IDEI, launched in 2001. IDEI engineers developed 2 variations of the basic micro-irrigation technique. For Eastern India, where the water table is shallow, they introduced a modified treadle pump. In the western states, where the water table runs deep, they offered affordable drip irrigation technology intervention, ADITI. Amitabh Sadangi was able to achieve this because of his constant awareness of his past poverty and also the current situation of the water scarcity which affects farmers due to climate change. Another person who through awareness is saving so many lives is Rabindranath. Imagine a scene of flood-affected village. All you see is disaster and loss of lives and property, right? Now imagine that the villagers are well prepared for the disaster. The evacuation plans are in place. A team is ready for first aid and all arrangements for a temporary shelter, clean drinking water and proper sanitation are operational. Wouldn't this bring down the negative impact of the flood by a great extent? The person who is doing this is Rabindranath. He is doing exactly that by converting villages and communities in flood-ravaged regions into institutions prepared to predict, confront and cope with floods. Rabindranath started the Rural Volunteer Center, where his team of volunteers is now not only trained to take prompt action in such cases, but also be well versed in basic first aid and evacuation techniques. Born and raised in Asansol, a remote tribal village of West Bengal, Rabindranath saw frequent floods and the damage they caused while he was traveling. It is sad to see that people lose everything they have in just a few hours. I wanted to address the issue and come up with a solution that can reduce the impact of floods, Rabindranath says. He shifted to Assam and started researching on the issue in the early 1990s. This led him to develop a methodology that uses local resources and mechanisms to make early warning systems, reduce risk reduction mechanisms, feasible evacuation plans, and post-flood rehabilitation. He addressed three prime issues: clean drinking water, safe sanitation, and rehabilitation of victims after flood. So far, he has managed to rehabilitate over 8,000 families in Northeast India with the help of his team of 600 volunteers. So children, when you view life with curiosity and awareness, then that leads to innovation. Wishing you all a wonderful, awareness-filled life. All the very best. Jai.